Hello, my name's Dean and I'm 32 years of age, and I live at Cooroy in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast, just out the other side of Noosa. And I'd just like to tell you a bit of a story of me growing up as a child. Growing up as a child, I was born to an alcoholic mother. As a little kid, I can only remember really bad alcoholism in the house, violence, men that would come in and just abuse my mother, men that would also sexually assault me and my brothers and my sisters. By 8 years old, I'd started drinking and smoking drugs. In drugs, by the way of that I mean pot, and also smoking cigarettes. By the age of 9, I'd gone to live with my father, and that was a very discouraging and unhappy time as well. My father was a good man, but he had a really bad temper on him. And by the time I was 10 years old, I'd been taken off him due to the things that were happening in the home, and I'd entered the foster care system through the Department of Community Services in New South Wales. By age 14, I'd become homeless, and I was living on the streets with no family to look after me or nobody to take me in. So by this stage I'd become a full-on alcoholic and drug addict, just going from place to place. By the time I was 17 years old, I became rather angry and an even worse alcoholic, an even worse drunk, and an even bigger drug addict. By 19 years old, I'd ended up where no young man or no young child should ever be. I had entered the jail system of New South Wales. And I was in places like Goulburn, Cessnock, Lithgow, Grafton. I spent the next 2 years going in and out of jail, really bad on drugs and really angry, till one day that I find myself in the house of God. And I've been a Christian since. I gave my heart to Jesus, and since then I've had a really good road to recovery. Now I'm no longer an alcoholic, no longer angry, no longer upset, no longer discouraged. I've got really, really good friends and brothers, sisters around me, and God has just really, really blessed my life. So I'd just like to encourage anyone out there, if there's anybody that's gone through the same things as what I have, you know, to really, really just to seek Jesus and His way. You know, I never thought I'd get to the point of being free from the things I went through as a child, the things that I knew growing up as a young teenager, and also the things that I'd become as an adult. But through Jesus, you know, the Word speaks about the light that has entered being greater than the dark, and Jesus has become greater than all of that stuff. So I'd just like to encourage out there, if there's anybody that's hearing this message that doesn't know any way or how to get out of the situation they're in, I'd like to encourage them to stretch their hand out to Jesus, and Jesus will do it all for you. Yeah, I'm virtually a computer illiterate. I'm only just learning how to use a computer, but up until about 2 years ago I didn't know how to read or write. I only learnt through reading the Bible. Yeah, God, what would happen is I'd read one word, and then God would fill in the blanks, and then I'd read another word. So probably out of one page I'd probably be able to read about 5 or 6 words, but God would fill the rest in. And then slowly the Holy Spirit started teaching me how to read, and then slowly I started picking up a pen and piece of paper and copied each word, and that's how God taught me how to read. So I just thank you. I thank you for listening and taking time out, and I really pray that God is able to do the same thing for you that He's done for me, which is to set the captive free. Thank you.